What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. Happy Tuesday to every one of you. Winter has finally come to Southern California. It's cold. Well, in my standards, it's cold, 50 degrees, but it's chilly and kind of wet weather, rainy. And I got asked a very interesting question. Am I addicted to gambling, or do I think I am addicted to gambling? And also, someone told me that, hey, you're an addicted gambler. So I thought I would talk about that in this video here today. Am I addicted to gambling? I'll start off by saying I think I was in my high roller days. But if I were to ask that question, if I were to answer that question right now, am I addicted to gambling? I would have to answer it like this: yes and no. Does that make sense? Why yes and no? Well, I feel like honestly, I feel like I can walk away anytime I want. Right now, I feel like I can walk away. However, now that I have this channel, Storytime Slots, and to create content for the channel, I feel like, yeah, it's good to play a little bit, show the realities of gambling. The reason why I say yes and no is because, well, first of all, yes, I enjoy it, even though I'm making low rolling bets, even though I'm making bets that really don't affect me as far as going overboard, killing my bankroll, my situation. Sure, anytime we lose, it sucks. Losing does suck. Even if it's $5, $10, whatever, we all love to win at casinos. We all love to win. And when we don't win, when we lose, I shrug my shoulders and I walk away. But am I happy about it? Of course not. Does that make me want to dig in more and do something that really I shouldn't? Sometimes, but when I go to the casino, I take a certain set of bankroll and I don't exceed that. Like, I don't visit the ATM. I don't take money out. When it's done for me. And I accept that. And I know that going in. I know my limits going in. Why I can walk away from it anytime? Because I see the realities of this thing. Okay? I see that the results, even when betting small, like you see the results day in and day out, and they're not great. No one, I've said this before, no one gets rich off gambling. No one. Okay? You might win one day and it might feel good. You might win the second day and hell, even the third or fourth day. But then eventually, the longer you're at the casino, the more you're going to lose. Eventually, it gets us all. No matter your bankroll, no matter how much you play, no matter what kind of strategies you might have, it gets everyone. Everyone is always losing at some point. No one is up. Lifetime gambling. If that was the case, the casinos wouldn't build mega towers or, a well-oiled machine over there employing hundreds and even thousands of people. Man, you got to look at these casinos and how they operate. They have so many employees. They got sections. They got restaurants. They got shops. They got people handing the money. They got people counting the money. They got people surveilling the place. hospitality, I mean, valet, you name it. It's like a somewhat of like a mini, like it's like a mall, man. It's like a well-oiled machine, and all that is on the backs of the gamblers' losses. Okay, that's how that's how they generate revenue. No, it's not the restaurant, it's not the alcohol, it's not nothing. It's the gambling that makes these places uber rich. Okay, we got to understand that going in, and we got to treat this as entertainment. If you're going to go, that's how I'm treating it. And the reason why I say I can walk away at any time is because I'm over that. Oh, I'm going to go win big. I'm over all that stuff. I see the results, right? And I hardly win big. I don't play big, but I hardly win big. I hardly win. And I accept these results going in, I accept them, and they're not good, guys. And now that they demoted me, my card, and I'm not diamond status anymore. First time in a few years that I'm not diamond. It really it really makes me want to go less now. I was never a big fan of the perks. I don't know, they're cheap gifts, once in a while they'll give you something. Like 2 years ago, I would get these nice earbuds that are worth $200, Sony earbuds. A couple of times I got some nice, like a speaker, which was a cool gift, I use that. But generally the gifts suck. They're not something that makes me want to go just for that. I got a TV once, which was like a 40-inch. That was kind of cool. But now TVs are pretty cheap. You can buy an 85-inch screen for $700 now, at Best Buy right here. There's a Best Buy right here where I'm charging my car. But, it's cool. But you have to realize, guys, that I realized that when they demoted me, by the way, hot coffee, cheers. Now that they demoted me to Amber, it makes me want to go less. Again, it's not because of the perks. I can care less about them. But if I'm going to go there and I have a gift card to get, I don't feel like waiting in the Amber line, the general line. It's just way too long. I'm not going to go stand there for an hour or a half hour wasting my time getting something. Now, before, when I was diamond, yeah, it was quick, the lines were fast, and I hardly ever waited. Now that it's Amber, I really don't feel like waiting these lines. If it's a $200 gift card, $500, fine. They're not going to give me that. I think once they gave me a $500 gift card. And that was in my high rolling days. I think I got that once. But that's another reason why, I don't know, it just does. I don't feel the need to go there as often anymore. I really, in the past, I would go on the weekends. Now I don't want to go on the weekends anymore. I don't want to be in the crowds, too many people. You just don't have a selection. Yeah, my local casino is Yamava, and they have a big selection, and it's a huge casino. But can you imagine the crowds? It's so packed in there that I really can't play the machine that I really want to play. And it just makes me take a step back and say, hey, I don't want to go on the weekend, waste my time on the weekend, go there away from family and waste my time, and I know I'm going to lose. Positive energy, right? But I really don't want to go on the weekends anymore. If I do go, it's going to be maybe once a week, or maybe, like once a week during the week when there's not a lot of crowds in the morning, and limiting my visits. Like in the past, I would go a couple of times a week. Now I'm like saying, hey, it's not even worth going if once a week, if that. And if I'm going to go, I'm going to record content. So yeah, I mean, given all these reasons that I just told you, I think I can walk away anytime. Will I miss it? Do I like the game? Yeah, I like the games. Do I want to win? Of course. Who doesn't? Do I still think of winning, or think of, oh man, am I ever going to hit the grand, or am I ever going to hit a big major again, which hasn't happened for a long time. Like, I always tell myself I'm due. I'm due right now, but that's a fallacy, guys. You're not due. I still think that the spins are totally random, and if the casino wants to cooperate and pay, they will. But it happens very few and far between, guys. I talked about my friend and how he's having a great streak right now after losing $10,000. I made a video on this, and I guess he has this so-called quote-unquote slot strategy and method on Dragon Link, which I shared on yesterday's video, what he's doing. And by the way, I'm happy to report he went yesterday too. Third time, he won again. Hey, good for him. I'm happy for him. He's taking a big bankroll. He's risking a lot of money to chase that ultimate hit, and is working out for him. Now, just a word of caution for anybody that's listening to this is that you can get stuck. That hit that you get every time you go might not come one day, and you might just get stuck. I'm not trying to sound like a downer, but that's the truth. The little wins that we have, we can give it all back in one visit, and we're back to where we started from. So good luck to my friend. He's planning on going again this week, number 4. And he has a strategy. I talked about it in yesterday's video, where he just switch bets on Dragon Link high limit. That's all he plays. So, yeah, I feel like I can walk away at any time. I can. Now, with this channel, it's going to be kind of challenging because I need content. I love making videos for this channel. When we talk about gambling, I feel like I'm building an audience here. Like, your comments are amazing. I just got a comment this morning I read where the guy was just, commenting and saying all these kind words to me. It just makes me feel like, man, how can I ever leave you guys? How can I ever leave this channel and not produce content? Because I'm having so much fun, and I feel like I'm building an audience here. Reading all the comments and just hearing your stories day in and day out, it inspires me. And how can I go from making content to just totally leaving the channel? I can't do it, because a lot of people, and you guys tell me in the comments that you're enjoying the channel, you're getting something out of this. I'm not doing this for any monetary gain. The money that YouTube pays us is nothing. Without getting a lot of views, you're not really making much. There's no sponsorship deals. I've gotten a couple of people emailing me, a couple of companies asking me if they want me to advertise their products. I'm exploring, seeing if something fits. That'd be great to kind of like get something out of this too, monetary wise, for my time. Because, hey, I'm not a retired guy, like I have a job to do. I have a family to take care of. So all this time that I spend on Storytime Slots is time that I'm not spending on making real money. So it would be nice to kind of like subsidize somewhat of an income doing this. If it's going to happen eventually, I welcome it. Because, it takes a lot of time away from everyday life, so everything costs money, guys, by the way. Everything costs money. Gambling costs money. We lose a lot of money gambling. And the money that we make here can go away in one session, in one video, like a few $100. So that's the realities of this thing, and it's the realities of what I'm doing here. And as far as the addiction goes, I'm not downplaying the addiction, because I talk about it and it's real. It affects a lot of people. Right now, yes, in the past it has affected me. Gambling has affected me. Not only in the pocketbook, but it has affected me, my nerves, my time, how to deal with big losses. Those are big, man. Those are big things to deal with, because if you don't have financial backing, if you don't have income coming in from investments, or some guys have buildings, some guys have renting, they rent property, they have income coming in, so it's okay. Or some guys on YouTube have sponsorship deals and all this money they're making on YouTube. It's okay for them to go gamble. Is it feeding their addiction? I don't know. You got to ask them, but I think it is. I think some of these guys on YouTube are addicted to gambling because the highs are so high. I mean, I feel it at times too. When I win, I feel like my addiction, not necessarily where I'm at home and I feel like I need to go right now and gamble. No, that's not where my sort of addiction kicks in. My addiction kicks in is when I'm there doing fun bets, making videos. I think my gambling kicks in when I start losing and I want to chase. That's that part that's very addictive for me, where I feel like I need to put in more money to make my money back. And that part is hard. Cashing out, accepting a loss, walking away from a machine is hard. Even when you win, it's very hard to walk away sometimes. And got to deal with it. You have to deal with it. I have to get better at that. I have to get better at not feeding the machine. I have to get better at, let's say I'm doing a challenge video, if it's $100, if it's not working out the first $40, getting up and changing machines. Getting up, guys. Getting up is so hard to do. You just want to sit there and chase and chase. And sometimes it works. 2 out of 10 times, it works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it gives you a bonus eventually. And it's funny because in the last couple of sessions that I've had, it's as if the machine knew how much I put in, because the machine gave me exactly the same amount back, almost the exact same amount on hot pots. And then recently on all aboard, I looked at my bankroll. I was like, wait a minute, I just put in this much and it gave me back that much. It's not going to happen all the time, guys. But that's where the need to chase kicks in. That's where the need to put in more money just to get your money back, or have a little bit of a profit so you could walk away. You can also feel that way when you're betting and when the wins are not enough. I'm over that whole thing where I'm happy with any win, even if it's $5 or $10. But sometimes in the past, I would feel like, oh man, I'm not here for $500. I want to win give me at least 1,000. I'm up right now 400 or 500, but give me at least 1,000 so I could feel like, hey, I did something here. And what that does is that you start playing more and more and more, and then you end up losing it all. So you weren't happy, you were greedy, you weren't happy with the $400 or $500. And it took your money away because you thought you were going to win 1,000, and it happens all the time to all of us. So that's where I'm at right now. I feel like I've cut back big time. This year I've been doing great, actually. I don't feel like I've been limiting my visits. A couple of times I took my friend and I didn't gamble. Do I consider that a casino visit? I guess. I'm in the environment, but I didn't play. I'm surprised at myself. Now, my friend that has, I've told you about, he's planning a 4th trip. And I'm thinking about going with him this time. And I'm thinking about limiting the time, though. I'm telling him, dude, we're not doing the 10-hour thing again. Whatever you want to do. I'm also going to record my videos if I go. But I don't want to stay there more than max 3, maybe 4 hours max. I mean, if we can get out of there in an hour and a half, even better for us. So yeah, guys, I don't know, addiction is true, it's real in gambling. And one thing I want to talk about is, do I see myself do I see myself a life without the casinos? How that life would be? I actually do, though. I actually do. I think that eventually there has to come a time where you just move on from things. And has that time come for me? Not yet. I think that I'm controlling myself, and the magic word here is control. Let me have a sip of this coffee, guys. One sec. I think the magic word is control. We lose control, right? And let me just go ahead. I'm charging my car right now, so give me a sec, guys. Give me 1 second. I think the magic word here is control. And this thing is tricky, guys. Fast supercharger. I just changed the tire on this Tesla. I got fresh new tires. Costco, guys. Costco is the best place to get tires. American Tire is cool, but Costco is the best. I got fresh new tires. Best price, warranty, everything. I mean, the service, everything was great. It rides great. It rides like brand new right now. It's like so smooth. I feel like I'm on rails. But so yeah. And by the way, I'm gonna start doing the walk and talks again. It's been a little busy and stuff. But I'm gonna start doing the walk and talks. And oh man, I love this weather though, guys. I like it. I'm not a big fan of like hot weather, unless it's dry heat. But I got to start getting back into 100% eating clean. I've been messing around with the eating out and this and that, and I haven't really lost control. Hold on, guys. I haven't really lost control. Like, I've been kind of maintaining where I'm at with the weight loss, but I haven't really progressed. When you go out, I've been going out lately a lot, and when you go out, it's so hard to eat clean, guys, because it's just, there's really nothing to eat out there that you can actually maintain. And plus, sometimes you want to have those potatoes. And so I've been maintaining where I'm at, but I haven't been progressing, which is not good, because now I need to hit the June, July goal of being under 200 pounds. And it's not that easy. It's not easy at all. Sweets is the biggest thing to cut. I mean, like I said, I have a big sweet tooth. Sometimes that sweet tooth could get the better of me, and I feel like I overindulge sometimes. So yeah, I'm smoking. This thing is so hard to quit, guys, but eventually I'm gonna have to. Eventually I'm gonna have to bite it, and be strong about it and quit. So I have to be strong about it and quit, but not, I guess. Yeah, I am addicted to cigarettes. That 100% I can tell you for sure. I'm addicted to cigarettes. But as far as gambling goes, I really feel like I can walk away. Like, I'm not really like lured to go. Like right now, if it was the old days, I would be at the casino right now. Screw it, if I'm not working right now, if I'm not doing anything, I'd probably go. And sometimes I think about it, but it doesn't really, I don't have the power. Like, I'm not forced to go. Like, no one's forcing us to go to any casino and gamble our money away, guys. The power is, we have the power to quit if we need to quit. No casino is gonna have power over me. So, how you guys doing, by the way? Man, I really enjoy these walk and talks. We got to start doing them more often. And it's so different being outside of a casino, like the life. And then when you're in a casino, you're like surrounded by all these machines and all these people and the bells and whistles. And honestly, guys, I haven't had a big winning day in a long time. My last time I won really good was that all aboard session back in January, in the beginning of January. That was it. I mean, I haven't really had a session like that in a long time. And I've only had one hand pay this year. I just did my taxes, and my tax guy was like surprised at my hand pays for 2025. He was like, "What happened?" He's like, "You're cutting back?" Because in 2025, I was high rolling in 2023. 2022, 2023, 2024. I was high rolling, man. I would come with a stack of hand pays. 2025 is where I really started cutting back, and then he saw my hand pays, and the casinos were really tight. Combination of both things, and he saw that, and he was like, "Whoa, what are you doing? Cutting back?" I'm like, "No, kind of, but then also the casinos are very tight." And then he told me about 2026 to watch out. You can't really write off your losses anymore 100%. And I told him I know that. I told him, hey, by the way, check out my channel. He's a casino fan too. He watches all those slot channels. But it was interesting. I was having this conversation with my tax guy. Amazing guy. He's an awesome guy. But even he saw that, and he's like, "Whoa, you only have like a handful here, In 2025, I had a total of about $30,000 worth of hand pays. In 2024, I had a total of about $85,000 worth of hand pays, and even more before that. So, and this year, so far, we're already, almost done with halfway through February. I only have one hand pay, which was that hand pay I got on all aboard. If you're following my channel, only $2,500. Yeah, I put $500 away. Like I always say, we're on hook for the taxes. But I'm gonna have this cigarette, and I'm gonna call it a video. Yeah, I don't think I'm addicted. Kind of. I kind of like it. If liking it means that I'm addicted, I don't know. If I'm not destructive, if I know my limits, am I still addicted to gambling? I guess the ultimate test is to be away from it for about a month and seeing if it works, but then I wouldn't be playing the slots, This is a slot channel. What am I supposed to do, right? What am I supposed to do? Just sit here and talk about it? No, but I feel like on this channel, I like to show you guys new games. That Leprechaun game was stupid. Not going to play that again. And I'll tell you what I'm going to play, guys. I'll tell you right now what games I like and what games I don't, and then we'll call it in the video. Give me 1 second. Let's see. So Dragon Link is a staple. I like Dragon Link. And I like Lightning Link. I like those older games. I don't think they're really super high volatile. They are high volatile games, but they're not super high volatile. They're not like that Leprechaun game. They're not like All Aboard where you just can't hit a bonus. They're not like Huff and More Puff. They're not like Mo Mummy. Those games are very high, super high volatile, and I don't know. Games that I'm crossing off my list, those lock games are cool, but I feel like I'm over them. I feel like they're money pits. The Devil's Log. Blueberry left me a comment, the makers of those log games, the other day, and they commented in one of my videos saying, "Hey, we like that you're playing these games. Glad you're having fun." I felt like responding saying, "Man, I lost a lot of money playing these games." But I think the log games are pretty much crossed off my list to play. Huff and Even More Puff for sure is done. I'm not gonna play those games. Dragon Link, Lightning Link, Dragon Cash is a staple. I enjoy those games. I'm still gonna play those. I'm gonna start getting, and I always say this, that I'm gonna get more into like lower volatile games. I'm gonna try to hit some of these 3 reel games more often in my channel. I haven't done hardly any at all. I think I'm gonna do some double diamond, triple diamond kind of games, Wheel of Fortune. The thing is with Yamava, my local casino, they're hard to find unless you're at the high limit room. There's a couple in the high limit room, but I guess Bonus Times is a good game to play. Blazing Sevens, I'll try that. Different games, I'll try different games. What are the games I'm crossing out? Yeah, those new Leprechaun games, those Railroad Riches. All aboard, I'm on the fence, man. That's a super high volatile game. I just have this fantasy of hitting a mega chip and getting train after train after train with like $1,000 red ball. It's not gonna happen, but if it does, man, it could be a good payout. But that's a super high volatile game that I'm on the fence. I might just quit that. Not play that. Mo Mummy, I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with Mo Mummy. Hot Pots, I enjoy Hot Pots. Super Hot Flaming Pots, I like that game. All the variations of that game I enjoy. Mr. Lee, Mrs. Wong, Lantern, all those games I enjoy. They're super high volatile. They can suck your money, but I just enjoy those games. What other games should I hit? And then I'm also gonna try newer games too. Games that I haven't really played that I want to try. There's Lion Link, there's Fire Link, there's all kinds of different other games that I haven't really played. I want to give them a shot. But I guess the ultimate goal on the channel for me is to hit something big with a small bet. Hitting my first grand. Will it happen this year? I don't know. I'm not chasing it, but if it does, it does. I mean, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to take a really big, long lap around the casino like Vegas Mad does. And if that thing ever does land, I'm going to just run and jump up and down. And finally, like that, if that ever happens, even if it's 16,000 or 10,000 or even the ultimate $50,000 to $80,000 grand, like amazing, right? To actually hit that in the high limit room would be something else, would be a celebratory video and a milestone for my slot gambling, because I haven't really hit. My highest time pay was about $11,000, and that was on Panda Magic. I've had a big one on Tiki Fire too, but it was a little bit below that, where I got the major. I think it was like an $8,000, $9,000 major. But I've hit $10,000 a couple of times on bonus times. I've hit $10,000 2 times the same year. That's kind of what got me hooked on bonus times. It's a 3-reel machine, 10 times, 5 times, 2 times. $3 max coin bet. That thing is just crazy, guys. You gotta land them right, all in the middle line there. That's a good game to play. Other games, I just want to try it out. See other games, being open to different games, new games that come out. I don't know. I've seen people play the Huff and Even More Puff Grand, hitting some nice jackpots on them. I don't know about these Huff and Puff games, guys. I don't know about them. Light and Wonder, I don't know, man. They're just a money hog. They don't. It's not like Dragon Link where there's kickbacks. You get the line hits suck. Even on Hot Pots, I enjoy that game, but I feel like Hot Pots, they trigger bonuses more often than Huff and Even More Puff. Because when you get a bonus on Huff and Even More Puff, even the hat bonuses can be really sucky, But when Hot Pots, something happens there, where it gives some back. Not all the time. Don't be fooled, guys. It could go fast, but so we'll see, guys. We'll see. Those are the games that I like. Those are the games that I enjoy. I'm going to try to play different games. I'm going to try to get into some Firelink too. See if I can make something happen with that, But I'm not going to go crazy, guys. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to go there with thousands and risk it. I might do a couple of high limit sessions in the future. We'll see if I can make some money. If not, not. So anyway, thanks for watching. Storytime Slots, if this is your first time here and if you enjoy discussions of gambling, casinos, slot machines, the addiction, give a like and subscribe to the channel, because just getting started here. I haven't had this channel for a long time. It hasn't even been 6 months yet. We just passed 5 months, and I enjoy it. I enjoy everybody in the community reaching out, talking to me, and people that have channels. And it's a great community to be a part of, most everybody on this space that have channels are cool. And that's about it, guys. Enjoy your Tuesday, and I'm about to take off. Just put some charge in the car. I needed some extra charge because I'm about to go and do some shopping right now. But yeah. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Am I addicted? I don't know. Yes and no. Does that make sense? Leave it in the comments if that makes any sense to you guys at all. That answer. If it's a yes, then fine. But I think I can walk away. So what does that mean? Do I have to test it out? Test out that theory? I don't want to right now. I think that the amount of the level that I play, I don't feel like I have to walk away because I enjoy it and it's not destructive anymore. So does that make sense? Sure, I can find something better to do with my time, but then where would that leave me with the channel, So I don't know. I'm at a weird, unique situation here, but I am concentrating on my health and fitness weight loss goals, which is very important for me. Very important. I think that's one of the most important things that I'm doing right now with my life. And just getting healthier. I'm feeling better, but I really have to get serious with that, because no more cheating, no more going out and saying, okay, well, I'm gonna eat this today and I'm gonna do that and do that. It just, you don't progress. You just stagger there. Stagnant. That's the word I'm trying to use. Am I using the right word? Stagnant? I don't know. But anyway. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Rock and roll. Gamble responsibly.